It's Clavey night! On the 11th of January every year, a fire festival known as the Clavey takes place in Burgh Head on the Moray coast to celebrate the new year. Now you might wonder why they celebrate the new year on the 11th of January. That is because in the olden days, pre-1750s, the Julian calendar was around and the 11th of January was when New Year was celebrated. And while most of the world was prepared to change over to the modern day calendar, Brochers, as those who live in Burgh Head are known, wanted to keep this tradition alive, and they do it by going around the village with a barrel of burning stakes while a huge crowd of people follow them. It's got to be one of the most unique and unusual festivals that happens here in Scotland, and the fact that it happens once a year and it goes ahead no matter what the weather conditions, it's really, really special. I've been quite a lot of times in my life. It's one of the most exciting nights of the year in this part of Scotland. I absolutely love it, and tonight I'm going again. But this year, the only difference is that I'm going to take you all with me and we're going to enjoy and see this beautiful festival together, and I'm going to show you just how crazy but exciting the Clavey really is. So we've arrived in Burgh Head and we're off to where the Clavey begins, and it gets lit at the Clavey King's house. Yes, you heard me right, there's a Clavey King. I told you this was going to be a really cool evening. Is now underway and we're following it around the streets of Burgh Head. So what the Clavey does is it walks around the old part of Burgh Head, going around all the businesses and to people's houses who have been part of the Burgh Head community for a long, long time, and give them one of the stakes that's been burning in the Clavey, and it's meant to give them good luck for the years to come.
Once the Clavey has been taken around the old streets of Burgh Head, it is carried up Dury Hill, which is home to a chimney-like structure. The Clavey is then hammered onto this chimney, and several buckets of tar are thrown over it by the Clavey men, while shouting hip hip, and the crowd respond with hooray. Often the hill can go on fire, which makes it so much more exciting. The significance of Dury Hill is that it once formed an embankment that surrounded an ancient Pictish fort which stood on the headland in Burgh Head. It allows this village to earn its title as the Pictish capital, and this historic connection makes the Clavey an even more interesting and exciting festival, taking us back to our historic roots. As the Clavey begins to die down, it is hoped that it'll fall on its own accord off of the chimney. But if this doesn't happen, the Clavey men will hit it with various tools to allow it to fall from the chimney, and therefore marking the start of another year. If you'd like to experience this unique festival for yourself, it is held on the 11th of January every year in the village of Burgh Head on the Moray coast. Thank you all again for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so and come and join the journey as I travel around Scotland, showcasing the true natural beauty and the historic events that we have here, as well as photographing it along the way. I'll see you all again next time.